So I wasn't planning to do this video today. This is just a little vid off the cuff that I wanted to do. So I've lost my shit properly today with Curtis, our apprentice, and I'm just feeling a little bit deflated and just a bit like stressed. And I thought I'm gonna go on YouTube and I'm gonna fire off a video about this because it's a good topic. And so, as you guys know, I'm a massive advocate for tradesmen taking on apprentices and getting behind the youth and being a support for them and getting them trained up and skilling them up. And I'm always pushing it on the group and on YouTube. And I might have painted a picture that when a tradesman takes on an apprentice, it's all a piece of piss. And you know, you find a young lad, you take him on, you train him up, and everyone gets along, and it's all sunshine and rainbows. If anyone that subscribes to the channel and watches the videos, I can understand it if some of the videos might show a side of the business it's easy. Everything's, you know, everything's a bit of banter and it's all fun and games. And what I wanted to talk about in this video was the other side of the coin. So when you take on an apprentice, some of the challenges that tradesmen have when they do take on apprentices. And today I had an absolute mare with Curtis, and I thought I'd jump on and just fire off a video and get your thoughts and your comments on the situation. So overall, Curtis is a top lad. He listens to instruction, he gets on with his job, and is enthusiastic, and he's got a good work ethic. But since he started, there's been issues with his mobile phone, the classic apprentice challenge, isn't it? So, and this, don't get me wrong, this isn't a Curtis problem. This is just a problem in general, and it doesn't stop with apprentices. I think we're all, as a society, we're all addicted to our smartphones, aren't we? And obviously the younger you are, the less self-discipline you've got and the less willpower normally. So when it comes to having to put it down and leave it alone, obviously it's a lot harder the younger you are. So I do empathise, because I didn't have this challenge when I was 17 and I was starting my first job. You know, the most I could do on my phone was play fucking Snake or something, or send a message, which would take 20 minutes because it was that slow, like a Nokia 3210 I think I had when I was 17. But today, I mean, phones, they do absolutely anything you want, don't they? You can access anything. You've got all these ridiculous videos on TikTok, all trying to grab your attention, and you know, it's hard. So I do empathise, and I understand that it's a massive distraction for kids today. But yeah, when he's first started, I have caught him on his phone once or twice, and I've said to him, I've let it go the first few times, because I don't want to come across as controlling or being one of them arsehole bosses. None of us want to be that person, and we've all worked for people like that. So I don't want to come across like that, but I have tried to be fair and say, look, we can't go on our phones during work hours, especially as plasterers, because we are against the clock. Time is of the essence, and we're under pressure really to get it knocked up and get it on and get cleaned up and go. So we haven't really got the time to be fucking around on our phones, and I've tried to make that clear, and I've given a lot of warnings. But today he's been on it again. I've told him to put it away, and he's not listened, and I've caught him a second time. At which point I was stressed anyway. The job's running over. It's a tight little bathroom and it's hot. And to be fair, I was stressed anyway, and I've just snapped and I lost my shit with him. And I swore at him basically, which I'm not proud of. And I just gave him a bit of verbal basically, and you know, get the fucking phone in the van. I want to calm down a bit. I just said, look mate, we're gonna have to keep the phone in the van because it's becoming an issue. for me at work. Again, I don't want to be coming on here slagging my staff off, but I think it's important that we share the struggles as well as, you know, the happy times. You know, on the videos, again, you'll see one side of the coin. I want to show you both. So I want to try and be transparent and honest. I'm not going to be coming across on YouTube as one of these fucking gurus that has all the answers and has you know, the magic potion, and I'm not that guy. I'll try and be honest and transparent. So the truth of it is, it's hard taking on an apprentice. It's necessary. It's a necessary struggle, especially if you want to grow your business. And I do know what's on the other side, because Curtis isn't my first apprentice. I've been here before, and I've had to set boundaries before, and I think mainly it's to do with his age, is a lot of it, and he will grow out of it, and there's no doubt about that. But it can be really frustrating. There's days where I'm frustrated, and days where I'm, you know, really happy and proud of him and chuffed to bits. And he probably feels the same way, you know, from his perspective. He probably has days where he thinks, oh, you know, we're all getting on sound. Stu's a great employer. Matt's great. He's a great supervisor. Everyone's, you know, it's great. It's like a brotherhood. And then he'll probably have other days where he thinks these guys are a bunch of dicks. And I completely can understand it, because everyone has their pressures, don't they? You know, we've got the pressure from the business and the pressure from the home life and all the rest of it, and financial pressures. So you're not going to be, you know, smiley, happy, jolly every day. And it's the same from my perspective as an employer. Some days it's going to go smooth. Other days it's going to go not so smooth. We have had some boo-boos with Curtis, which are to be expected. Things that I don't hold against him, like obviously putting things away in the van and he doesn't know. Because he's inexperienced. So for example, the PVA blew up one day in the back of the van, and that just completely saturated everything. Things like leaving the van doors open whilst you're working on the job and forgetting to close the van doors, which is obviously a massive risk if we've got kit in there. Luckily I don't have anything particularly expensive within my kit, because I'm domestic. I don't use machines or anything like that. I haven't got any expensive mixers. About the most I'd get is our radios and drills, which are normally always on site. So, but again, it's more of a thing where you remind them and remind them, and you become like a stuck record, like, you know how your dad was, and you end up sounding like your old man. So, but yeah, overall he's a top lad. He listens, he focuses, and he does his work, and I can't really knock him on that. It's more this mobile phone saga that we're going through at the moment. So I thought I'd touch base with you guys. I know a lot of you guys are either spreads yourself, or you've been there, you've done it, or you're self-employed, or you might be a tradesman. You might just be a bloke that's got a 17-year-old, and you'd be watching this feeling my pain and going, yeah, I know all about it. So give me your feedback. What do you do when the apprentice won't get off his phone? So am I doing the right thing by locking it in the glove box and saying you can go on it on the way to work, you can go on your phone at lunchtime, and you can go on your phone on the way home? And if your family need to get hold of you, they can have my phone number and call me in emergencies. But there's going to be no more scrolling, snapping and TikToking and all the rest of it during work hours. It's just not working out. What are your thoughts? Let me know what you think, and don't forget to catch tomorrow's video on the Hall Stairs and Landing. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe, it means a lot. Take care.